Thank you for joining me once again. I'm Big Shy, and this is my update for the 16th of November 2025. Ukraine attacked the fourth largest oil refinery in Russia on Friday, the 14th of November 2025, using drones, and it triggered a massive fireball when those drones hit the refinery. This was according to local resident account. There are no official confirmation of this incident happening. Not even the Ukrainian government themselves has any picture, any images, or any videos to back up this claim. It was only the local resident in the Ryazan region that claimed they saw a massive fireball went off when something that seemed to be like a drone attack hit the facility. No casualties were reported in that attack. The Ryazan region governor, Pavel Malkov, let's just call him Pavel, he claimed falling debris from the drones that was intercepted by air defense system fell around the refinery and caused a large fire. Obviously, those are the characteristics of the drone. You see, when Russia said, or when they say they shoot down Ukrainian drone, those drones still drop down and they still cause damages. When Ukraine claim they shoot down Russian drone, those drones will still drop and explode. And that is the reason why a lot of Ukrainian civilian buildings or civilian infrastructures get damaged. But Ukraine always blame it on Russia. Regardless, this is what Pavel, the governor of Ryazan region, was trying to make us understand, that the debris of those drones fell down and it caused a massive fire in the vicinity of the refinery. It was not a direct hit on the facility itself. These are all claimed. Like I said, no official confirmation, not from the Ukrainian side who launched the attacks. The Russian Defense Ministry also reported another 25 Ukrainian drones were being shot down in Ryazan region overnight on Friday. So the first attack took place that hit the facility, claimed, okay? And then overnight, they shot down another 25 Ukrainian drones that was flying into the region. The Defense Ministry added that another 39 Ukrainian drones had also been shot down elsewhere within Russian Federation, with 17 of those drones being shot down in Rostov region of Russia. Those drones were just literally going deep into Russia, and they were all shot down in the Rostov region of Russia. Where those drones were traveling to, nobody knows. But the Russian Defense Ministry claimed they were shot down as they entered the Rostov region of Russia. The Ryazan region refinery is Russia's fourth largest refinery, and it is owned by Rosneft, one of those two refineries that was sanctioned by the United States about a month ago. And it is the largest producing, I won't say producing, I mean it produces, let's put it that way, it accounts for about 5% of Russian refinery capacity. So it is a big deal. This refinery has been attacked so many times, and every time Ukraine attacked them, they tell us it was damaged or it was destroyed completely. But a couple of months down the line, Russia reopened they reopened the refinery, and the refinery continued to produce oil. Now, the Friday attack that took place on the 14th, it had led to a temporary shutdown of the refinery. Russia showed the videos of the refinery and the fire that were around the refinery. But again, we cannot really take anything they tell us, because this is a war situation. Everybody lie. Russia lie, Ukraine lie. Now, this is one thing I would like to point out before some of you out there say maybe I'm taking side. Okay, let me point this out. If it was Russia that launched this attack, you know what is going to happen? Russia will give you a video evidence of what they've done, how it happened, and they will show you the pictures, because these drones carry real life images. Well, to be honest, I think the Russian drones are more advanced than any other countries in the world. So I can't really blame if Ukrainian drones are not actually transmitting images. Okay, they are directed by or controlled or guided by satellite navigation. So I can't really, let me not use that against the Ukrainian side. But Russia always produce evidence and video of what they do. So that is why Russia's argument about 80% of the time is more credible, because if they tell you they shot down 20, Russia will show you a video of 10 being shot down. Now that could just be the 10, but the fact that you've seen 10 video of drones being shot down, that simply justify us kind of support their argument that they shot down 20, right? But when the Ukrainian side comes in and tell you they shot down 50 out of 10, they don't give us video, they don't give us pictures, they just say we shot down 50 out of 10, which doesn't really make any sense. But again, it is what it is. This is a war situation, so everybody lie. But we know those that actually lying, right? Like I said, the Rosneft refinery always been attacked by Ukraine, but somehow Russia always reopened the refinery after a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and everything starts functioning again. If this attack is confirmed to be true, like I said, everything is based on words of mouth, right? It is based on the word of the local resident in Ryazan region of Russia. They saw an explosion in the vicinity of the refinery, but they are not sure if it was the refinery. But the Russian government are saying debris fell down after the drones were intercepted. That was what caused the fire. But regardless, if this is confirmed that it was actually a direct hit on the Ryazan region refinery, that will become the second largest oil producing facility in Russia to be shut down this week, because Ukraine had given Russia woto. If you don't understand what woto mean, ask a Nigerian. They will explain to you. I don't have the time to do that. Let me move on. Now, that will be the second largest Russian refinery to be shut down this week alone, because Ukraine had NATO, don't tell them, NATO had successfully hit the central Saratov region refinery this week, following another Ukrainian drone strike that took place on Tuesday. I think Tuesday, what day was Tuesday? 1 second, let me check the date. Tuesday was the 11th of November. Yeah, another drone attack hit the central Saratov region oil refinery. And that is, again, one of the biggest refinery in Russia. And that refinery now had stopped operation. They are rebuilding it, or they're trying to fix the damages that was done by the Ukrainian NATO drones. Now, but one thing that is, now there is no official confirmation. Like I said, all of this event is just based on the word of mouth. This is not the first time that refinery have been attacked, but every time they attack them, Russia rebuild them, not rebuild, they fix the problem, they fix the damages, and before you know it, in a matter of weeks or months, the refinery start repumping oil again. This leads to my previous argument, because a lot of people refuse to see, they refuse to look at things from my own perspective. I'll bring it here again. My argument previously was that all of this oil refinery that has been attacked by NATO, let's call it spade a spade. NATO are doing all of this attack, right? All the refinery that has been attacked and damaged by NATO, and all of these oil pumping station or gas pumping station in Russia, they get fixed, they get repaired in a very short time, because that is what Russia does. That is Russia's source of income. They have everything. They don't have to go anywhere to call for help. They have everything. They fix them, they repair them, and in a very short time, those refineries are back to business. That is the reason why you've seen Ukraine, NATO repeatedly attack certain oil refinery, because when they find out it is functioning again, they try to attack them. But all the land and all the soldiers that is lost by Ukraine to Russia, they can never ever be regained. They can never ever be collected back from Russia. All the lost soldiers can never rise again. That is one thing people forget to understand in all of this situation that is happening. They do all of this to distract you. And some of you are easily distracted. Russia is taking Ukrainian land, destroying Ukrainian soldiers, destroying NATO soldiers, draining the life out of NATO slow and steadily. But then the other side is going to hunt Russian oil refinery just to make a big deal. But you know what happens every time oil refinery get destroyed in Russia? Fuel prices go higher. Oil prices go higher. It affects you and me, whether you like it or not. Indirectly, it affects everyone. And guess the one country that is making money out of all of this? Russia. Because every time everything goes up, they make more money. They get more interest. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, some of you need to come to realization and just accept the fact that the reality of what is happening, all these Russian oil refinery being hit, or Russian gas pump station being destroyed, is not going to change the direction or the narrative of this war. That is the brutal, honest truth. But what do you think? This is my own opinion, but you let me know what you think in the comment section.